Testing, 1, 2. This is the Mr.Nobody podcast. Episode 28. My son would have been 28 now. He should have been 28 now. He should not have died at 24. He was 23, not 24. Let me make sure that I'm right. He would have been 27, almost 28. No, he would have been 28. It's so weird that I can't keep those dates. Why does it matter? Mostly because I don't want to. It's hard meeting people his age. Becoming doctors and whatever you're becoming. If you're dead, you're becoming nothing. Well, fertilizer. My son, in the months before he died, was talking a lot about Alan Watts. Dad, you gotta listen to this. I'll have breaks in my Watts listening, but sometimes I listen to him for weeks on end. But mostly late at night. I use too many conjunctions. One of the things that Alan Watts said in his lectures is that the you that will die, is not the you that is here today. Is not the you that is, and everybody's worried about dying because they're gonna disappear and all your skills are gonna evaporate and your memories are gonna go to shit. Puff. Try to sustain our lives at all costs, that which is unsustainable. And there's just a fundamental madness, reality that it's not sustainable. It's madness. The human body will not last forever. It has to stop. Of course, we invent religions that tell us you can live forever. Really? Isn't that so obvious? What? Yes. I want to live forever. I'm not going to deny that. I would love to be able to play guitar for the next 1,000 years and see what shakes out. What if you had to live this day over and over again? Like Nietzsche said. We might transmigrate, we don't fucking know. We can't stop. But not as the same people. What? The you that is listening to this and the me that is talking to you are part of a gaseous flame. We're a gas. We're a stream of gas. Hissing forward. You mean we only look like we're a thing? But the good news is we can't stop. We're not victims of the universe. We are. The universe. What the fuck are you talking about? Like pieces of mercury that, when spilled on the ground, blop next to each other and become... We're pieces of mercury and become more of the same. We're certainly mercurial. I should be comforted by that my son blubbed out of this life. He sank beneath the waves of his own consciousness, his personality, and disappeared into the undertow of whatever that is. I'm grateful that he didn't die and floated away, was absorbed, returned, given back. What the fuck are you talking about? And ultimately, that was his choice. All of it was his choice. Addiction was his choice. I guess he couldn't stop. So even a shitty choice is still a choice? What if I can't control myself? Of course, that's a very tough path. Addiction. Once on it, most people don't get off. Knowing my son as well as I knew him, as well as any of us know anyone, which is not very well. Your secrets are your secrets, and you keep them from everybody, especially the people closest to you. Because if they knew your secrets, they'd know your shadow. What the fuck are you talking about? They would know something about who you really are. And I think that we fear that because we don't know who we really are. It's not really who we think we are. Why do we do the things we do? Like the things we like? We often don't accept ourselves. We fear truth. Narcolepsy, narcotics, narcon, the narc. Dopies. No one seems to keep or survive that secret. My son should be 27 today. 28. Turning 28, 29 in about a month. Slight correction, he should be 28, turning 29 in a few weeks. Is my son who died alive somewhere else, in another body? Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? A psychic told my daughter that he was already reincarnated in Asia, in the body of a female. Okay. That I believe. Oh God. I believe that because it's fun. Oh God. So I listen to Alan Watts at night with my little ear plugs. And he's like a gift my son gave me, because it wasn't until after he died that I opened my mind. Shut your mouth. That's so weird that my son's death was a kind of birth. I found a sense of self that I had never been, and that I had always been. That much love. That changed. so much less matters. And at the same time, the things that do matter matter more. When something matters, it has material significance. That's hail hitting my deck. I recorded it a couple hours ago. Good for you. And it was so warm this morning, but once this hail came in, and the wind, hail bop, Hail Mary, it got really cold. Things changed. What would my son have been? So many things he could have been. I can't help thinking about that. It's really hard to just put him to rest forever, like he didn't exist, or just as a pleasant memory of someone I loved. Maybe I didn't exist, and still don't. There's this feeling of being cheated. Mr.Nobody. Betrayed. If there is no me, then there was no betrayal. And part of that is internal to myself, that I feel that I would have betrayed the people that love me. I would have cheated them by defiling myself to the point of overdose, or something equally as wasteful. Now, I have defiled myself. Yes, you have. In my lifetime. And some of that was really, really fun. Just not with bullshit like heroin, or meth, or crack, or what my son died from, which was fentanyl. I made myself an alcoholic. I can't stop. And it scared the crap out of me. I can't stop. It's the new heroin. It's the new Reaper. I can't stop. I thought I had the right to do that. I can't stop. Because I could walk around on two legs and walk into a beer store and buy beer. I started keeping a bottle of tequila in my car. The car that I drove around without insurance or a license. That's who I used to be. I can't stop. It's pretty stupid. I can't stop. And then one day I looked at myself in the mirror, and mirrors are indifferent to what they reveal. A mirror doesn't give a shit. Do you? The only thing that can give a shit is the other object looking into the mirror. If it has a conscience, it's not right that I survived and he didn't. I don't suppose I have to go into great detail, but I was losing my hair, looking completely fat, which was not something I was used to. Not just fat, but like soft, like all the flesh on my body and skin was like tallowy and droopy. There's no justice. Any addiction makes you look and feel like crap. And surprise, surprise, all the other pieces of my life were falling apart. What I did, and I don't recommend anything to you, I'm just reporting, but what I did was went to the library. Because it was a quiet place. I think that libraries are the real temples. that churches and synagogues and mosques and temples are not the real place where enlightenment occurs. It's in the libraries. I would pass my fingertips over books. How libromantic. And when the one that spoke to me by title, metaphorically, touched my fingers, I knew it. I actually touched the book, and I found this book called The Secret History of Alcoholism. The Secret History of Alcoholism. I didn't even take the book out. I sat in the library over the course of a few weeks and I read it. And it detailed the lives of some famosos, famous people like Joseph Stalin, who was shit-faced every night, but he was the first one at his desk in the morning. Ding. And he used to terrorize his underlings, and everybody was an underling. Terrorize them by making them drink. People would bribe the waiters to bring them water. But he was a functioning drunk at the risk of their actual lives. Like many of us, Joe wouldn't have liked it. If you call that functioning, it's just, and he'd have you killed. Appear to function. No one chooses to hang out with a drunk. They just want to be drunk themselves. And then it outlined the lives of many writers like Dorothea Parker, Edna St. Vincent Millay, Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, all of whom wrote tremendously well when they were young, before they got completely rum-soaked, you know, like a cake, addicted to alcohol. You soak the cake, they became alcoholics, and the rest of the cake is rum-flavored, booze addicts. Ding. Not yet. Come on. Here it is. Oh, shit. It'll happen. It will happen. But their lives, they were alcoholics. Were to shit. They never wrote later in their life. With the exception of Hemingway, which ended with a kind of a bang. Ding. Here it is. Now. Ding. His life ended with a bang. What could have led him to be so despondent, so depressed? He extinguished his flame. I have heard one definition of depression as a pressing down of emotions by the emoter, by you, by me, or by us, that our emotions are not able to come up and breathe and get some fresh air. To be sure, there's going to be conditions that are challenging, that are not going to feel good. Alan Watts talks about how we'll get sick and we'll die. We'll try to stop it. That we'll have to leave. We'll have to stop it. These bodies behind. And not just the body, but the memories, the skills, our reputations. Stop it. I think of that every day when I'm with my wife. You can't protect anyone from reality. I told her I was listening to Alan Watts, and she said, "What did he say about dying?" And I said that the you that will die is not the you that is here today. That we're part of a stream that's always flowing, always changing. We're a process, we're not a thing. And then we join whatever process comes after that. What the fuck am I talking about? I know we have billions of bacteria in our body. Colonies, nations, civilizations. Go on. And that bacteria has no concern over our hang-ups. So you're saying bacteria that is inside of our bodies, enabling us to live, our hang-ups. Don't care about our hang-ups. Alan Watts says that that's a much better word than attachment. It's much closer to what the Hindu or Buddhist notion of attachment was. It's really hang-ups. And when I heard that, I asked myself, self? Are there two me's? Because how could I be talking to myself? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to leave that bee buzzing sound through the whole soundtrack. I can't stop. Yeah. There is neither two or one. What are you talking about? There isn't a self or a non-self. You mean Mr. Nobody is neither somebody or nobody? The fuck are you talking about? I can't stop. Maybe. I am hung up about my son's death. Yeah. You can't stop. I'm so hung up on the way that he died that I forget about how he lived. He couldn't stop. Of what it was to be a father, to be what? He couldn't stop. To be. I was reading about this 100-year-old woman. You read too much. I can't stop. Whose 2 children died when she was 72 in a car accident. They couldn't stop. How must she have felt? Looking back 28 years, the age my son should be. He couldn't stop. To the event that took her 2 children out of this world, extinguished their flame, their precise presence, their being here-ness. You I have a feeling that we don't exactly die. What the fuck are you talking about? But we don't just keep living our shit either.
Please stop.
I agree. I don't want to get there too quickly, but yeah, I want to live to 1,000. I'm going to be very aware, if I'm able to be, about the transition from here to there. There is no here any more than there is a there, because maybe there is no here or there. Oh, I was just trying to say that.
He couldn't stop.
Do you know that there can be no one? Oh boy.
Stop.
Without the implication of the many? Yeah. So when people say we're all one, or the universe, the unicycle,
You can't stop.
they're just giving rise, birth, credence to the many.
They can't stop.
There is neither the many nor the one. That's just how we measure things. There's just what is. And no one knows what that is. And none of us know what that is. Nothing, none of our tools, none of our sciences can know what reality is. That's actually pretty fucking cool. My father was a priest
He couldn't stop.
in the Eastern Orthodox tradition. And I remember as a child hearing whatever mumbo jumbo explanations. And my sister became a born-again Christian and really laid that shit on me very heavy and hard. And I would listen to their explanations. It amazes me what kind of nonsense we get familiar with. And I always thought that is such nonsense. Nonsense. It's just you wish there was an answer. Not that that answer is completely without any substance or, their entire ideology. I'm sure there's substance. There might be some substance mixed in with the nonsense, but they don't know reality. Nobody does. No guru, no priest, no shaman, no witch.
They can't stop.
Nobody knows it more than you do, which gives you some idea of how much they know. At least Socrates was honest.
He couldn't stop.
There are no two. There are no one. I like that Socrates did not claim to be supernatural or get made into something supernatural. Where is my son? The Buddha said, don't. Did he ever exist? I've asked that question. Don't turn me into a god. That is so fucking predictable. Missing the point. Where is he right now? And lame. Apotheosis is fucking lame. Mr. Nobody.
You can't stop.